I think I'm live. How do I tell if I'm live? Let's see if anybody shows up. Good morning, everybody. It's the first day of my new setup here, and it's very appropriate on many levels, which I'll explain. But first, let's see if I am live. I think so. Let's see if anybody comments. And how's the sound? And how's the looks? Let's take a minute. Everybody get your crayons, your watercolor pencils, your watercolor markers. I know it's early in the morning and you guys aren't used to seeing me live early in the morning, but it doesn't matter what time it is. This is a good time while I'm doing this for you to do the same. I have an inexpensive decomposition book. It's like the old fashioned composition books, which I never liked because they were bound and you couldn't just go like this. But every morning, mostly every morning, I write or I color and write, or sometimes it's just words, and then sometimes it's just images and dated, and I can look back. And I got to tell you, one of the things that I love about art journaling is that it's like morning pages, but it's not just words, because I don't really like to go back and just read the words. But if there's some words and some images, I'm like, what was going on? It draws my attention so much more than just words. It brings me right back to that moment, which is why drawing, when you sketching, when you're out and about, you're sitting at a cafe, even if you think you can't draw, you can draw, because let's say there's a mug in front of you and you draw a rudimentary image of that mug and some colors around it or whatever you're feeling and write some words, you'll be able to sync back to that moment in time. It almost gives you a more full experience of that moment in time. So sketching and drawing wherever you are is so much fun, but definitely the morning pages. And sometimes what happens is I'll think of like a to-do. A to-do list will happen on the side of my pages, or I'll highlight the things that I have to do or star it, and then make a to-do list. But it can be fun and colorful, your morning pages. Morning pages are basically stream of consciousness writing, so that you get out whatever is static in your head. I learned it from Natalie Goldberg when I took a workshop in Taos, New Mexico. It just transformed my life. Writing changes you. This was the other day on Moon Day Monday. Sometimes I'll pick the color of the day, meaning today is Mercury Day. Yesterday was Mars Day. On Tuesdays, planet Mars rules Tuesdays, and that's red and fire. And so today's Mercury Day, and I was born on a Wednesday, and I have a Gemini midheaven, and it's an exciting energy of knowing that you are going to give and receive messages, texts, emails, phone calls, but also my favorite part about Mercury energy is that it's messages from above. It's not just the messages we have right here, physical, tactile, audio messages. It's actually like receiving messages and giving them. So I can't tell if I'm live. Let's see. I'm going to check. I'm going to go to my channel and see if I am in fact live. No, it doesn't look like I'm live. Am I live? I am live. Yeah, cool. Okay, so no one's here because it's like 9:30 in the morning. I don't think I've ever done a live this early. So what I do is I just grab colors, I grab a pen to write with, and it could be a Sharpie, could be one of the pens that's stuck in my drawer. I don't know why it's not opening. So let's date it. We have November 26th. It's the day before Thanksgiving. We could do gratitude. We could say the things we're grateful to. We can write and then color on top of it. November 26th, 2025. Gratitude. My yoga class. My new yoga class. This woman, Margaret, and this is a topic I want to talk about, is appreciating and celebrating people while they're here on this planet and telling them so that you don't feel like, darn, I could have helped them feel so much love in their heart if I had told them how I felt. Good morning, good afternoon. So, for example, Margaret, who teaches yoga, and let's do her hair's like this. Margaret, she's teaching yoga. I'll just do a little cross-legged, and this is going to symbolize Margaret. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm getting something to lower the phone, so you'll be able to see more detailed. But basically, here's Margaret, and I hadn't been to yoga in years, and I joined this gym in Sedona that's in a spa, and I was like, oh, yoga. Oh, I'll do it. And it was full of people older than me, stronger than me. And it was an incredible experience. Like, I felt my organs were being massaged and cleansed, and the chi was finally moving in my body. And I was like, wow, I haven't done this in so long. And it used to be a big part of my life. And there was something about Margaret that's just so practical and kind and loving and calm. And it wasn't woo woo or anything. It was just simply like, here's what we do and here's why. And you might want to try this. And there was something about her that just has me going back to her. She has 3 classes a week. And when I can, I go. So you could tell she had kind of a rough morning, a little bit like and I, at the end of class, I just said, I want to, well, she did the closing by saying, what do you, just be grateful. What are you grateful for? And then at the end of class, I just said, Margaret, I came to tell you that your classes are the sweet spots. Let's do sweet spot. All right, sweet spot. Sweet spot in my day, in my week. They're the sweet spots in my week. And she just looked at me and she was like, I have chills when I say it. And she had chills. She said, I really needed to hear that this morning. And I said, really, it's true. Like, I've taken so many yoga classes, and out of all the teachers, I think you're my favorite. And she was like, I have chills. And I'm like, I have chills. And I still have chills when I say it. And I'm not entirely sure why, other than she needed to hear it and I needed to say it, and she's really changing my life and she deserves to know. So the other day when I found out my beloved Dr. Silkman, who I've known for like 20 years, he just was always there for me. He's my dentist. He was just the kindest, most gentlest. People would travel from Europe on an airplane. Draw an airplane. I don't know how to draw an airplane. Draw an airplane. Dr. Silkman. I wish that I found out that he died, and I wish that I would have celebrated him while he was alive. So I want to, I will be talking about people who've changed my life, like my friend Terry. I keep mentioning her in YouTube videos because she's the one who told me about carnivore. Dr. Silkman told me many, many years ago, he's an angel. I'm going to put him up in the sky as an angel. God needed him. He was needed somewhere else, but he was one of the most stellar humans I've ever met, like just a good man. And I was like, what, why, what? I wish I had known. I wish I had sent him love. I wish I had talked to him. So I'm grateful for my experience with him. He got me over dental fear. And yeah, Dr. Silkman, let's write him, Raymond. So I think it's really important to celebrate people, and I think I'm going to do an entire video for my friend Terry. She's the one who gave me the idea to go carnivore and the supplements to take and the right essential oil to use for my skin, and what about this for this, and she's just this wealth of information. And she's not here on YouTube, but I can share the messages that she gives me, and she changed my life. Terry, you should know that. The people who change your life, the people who make your heart swell, need to know. The people who just add to your day. It's like a smile to a stranger and someone smiles back, it literally can make the difference of a day. A smile. So these are the things I'm grateful for. And I actually could be drawing in fatter ink for you guys. I'm going to actually use, there's Margaret, there's Dr. Silkman as an angel, an airplane, a smile, sweet spot in my week. And I think it's really important to be grateful, but also to express it, right? So I want to get some color. So this is my writing, and I could end up, I might do another page of color. Sometimes if it's like a crappy day and this all looks like crazy and ugly and you've expressed a lot of yucko stuff, and maybe you don't want someone to read it, or you don't even want to see it again, or you don't want that energy to exist and stay like that. We don't want to stay stuck. So sometimes if I write out just crap or it's silly stuff, morning pages and stream of consciousness writing is really about keep writing. Don't let the pen leave the paper. Write out whatever comes to your mind. Like, I have to do the dishes. I want to make bone broth for my daughter. I have to leave to go pick up Vanny B, which the RV place is only 6 minutes from the airport, but I have to time it such that I have to get to Enterprise, and I have to return the car, and then I have to get a ride to the RV place, and then I have to see if the Starlink that they installed is working, and then I want to be at the airport on time. So it's all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. You write the blah, blah, blah. And then what if it's not, it's not something you need to leave there and you want to express yourself via color? I'm going to take my Caran d'Ache, which actually these are called Neo Color 2s, and and I used them last night. They are fancy crayons that are water soluble. Neo Color 1s are not water soluble. The Neo Color 2s you can smush around. Let's give Margaret magenta. You can smush around with water and blend them. I mean, they're just gorgeous. They're fancy. They're lovely. Just get a couple colors to play with. But basically, they like smooth paper. The rough paper will just chew them up and, you'll kind of waste them. It will eat into it. Smooth paper is hot press. Composition paper is smooth. And Margaret's getting hot pink, and Dr. Silkman's getting blue. He was so healing, and he just feels like blue to me. And so I'll color. And this is so satisfying. It just gives you this feeling of like you're a kid again. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's just for you. I'll know what that smile is. I know what the airplane. I'm not remembering why I did the airplane. So these videos that I'm making are going to be to inspire. The purpose is to inspire thought, to inspire color, to inspire getting out, making a mark that day. It's something for your soul, the coloring. Use crayons. You don't need to use these fancy ones. We have so many art supplies to go through. Hey, Elaine, I saw your comment from yesterday. It was a big deal that I set this up. Like, it took me 2 days and a whole lot of chat, GPT. It was very technical, but I wanted the sound to be good for you guys, the visuals. I want to be able to talk with you and be here and not just show this. That feels weird. And not show my face when I'm trying to do art. I had to do it. I got obsessed. And Terry is the one who told me to look into Chat GPT, which really was like incredibly helpful. Today's orange. All the colors on Mercury Day. So Mercury is a very frenetic energy. You're getting messages from all places. Mercury's charming. It's side to side. It's movable. It's getting excited. Like, what are you excited about? And then share it. This is what my midheaven is. This is how I'm seen by the world as Gemini. And it can be all over the place, but it is exciting and fun. and I share what's exciting to me, as I have done all of these years. But guess what, you guys? I see why I was grabbed to do this, because I need to make videos. I need to share ideas with you guys. And if I don't do that, I feel like I'm not doing my legacy, what I'm here to do. Our midheaven is what we need to do before we die. It literally is like what we need to do to feel fulfilled and satisfied. And Gemini brings messages. I'll be remembered for my words. So if I don't do them, I don't feel good. And I did years of food, but it wasn't food. Food was the vehicle for sharing life ideas and decluttering. And by the way, this is decluttering your head. When you write down what you need to get out, it's decluttering of your head and psyche and emotions. I'm all about the removal of that which doesn't belong. Let go. This is a letting go. I got to express Margaret and Dr. Silkman and Terry and how grateful I am to know these people. But anyway, what I realized is that I was spending so much time in the kitchen. And when I went to, and Tony the tech, who helped me with I couldn't do this. My computer wasn't picking up Wi-Fi. Tony the tech, if anybody needs tech help from afar, he's genius. Just comment below. But basically, I want to honor the people who are amazing. So what happened was, I had to look at all my old photographs, and I was like, the photographs are so gorgeous of the food I made, it's art. And I was like, it's not applicable anymore. And then I was like, I spent so much time in the kitchen and food was my art that I didn't do my art. And now I just want to do my art. Like, there's a reason I have a million art supplies, and I spent probably a month, at least a month, organizing this studio so it can function effortlessly. And I want to do my art, and of course I'm going to want to make videos about the things that I use. Margaret has blonde hair. She wore light purple yesterday. Ooh, I have chills. I have chills about Margaret. Margaret's changing my life. She's moving my chi. I don't like classes. I need to tell her that next time. I don't really do classes. I'm always like a lone wolf at the gym for years. Like, I was really fit at Gold's Gym, and I was just doing my own thing all the time. I don't really like structured classes, but guess what? Her class made me not mind taking other classes, but her class is special. I think I need to send her this video. No, I'm going to write her a letter or something, or a card, or it's just something. Like, you just never know by saying yes to something new how it's going to change your life. This setup is going to change our lives. It's story time. It's art story time. We're going to talk about astrology and art. My biomat is on. It's cold in Sedona. I sit on a biomat. I'm a distributor. You could use Dara as a code. This is a mini biomat, bungee corded to my chair. And the cord, why are you doing that? Don't do that. Don't beep. So I get to be warm without having my heater on, because the heater will make noise, and I want you guys to have nice sound. So it takes time to set yourself up for success sometimes. Like, I started to get like, what? Am I just going to be an art organizer? Am I going to ever do art? Am I going to am I just going to be the woman who organizes? But I was like, no, you have to finish. You have to feel complete. And I'm pretty much complete. There's a little more tweaking to do, but I have, I wanted to set my chair up right. I wanted to have everything within reach in my precious real estate, which is what's next to your desk. This precious real estate that shouldn't have stuff you don't use, the things like that. So we got Margaret, we got Dr. Silkman. I feel like he needs some glitter. He needs some silver and gold. These are my Jelly Roll pens. I like the number 10s. They're thicker, but I'll use any. Stop beeping. He's got gold, halo, gold wings. Dr. Silkman, I love you, man. I never thought I wouldn't see you again. I don't know if that was proper English, but I really just never imagined he wouldn't be there. He's the kind of dentist that people my friend Troy drove from Sedona to go see him in Los Angeles, And then I was like, oh, to the dental hygienist. I was like, I live so far. And she's like, people come from Europe to see Dr. Silkman. And I was like, I can see why. He was caring. He was a caring, caring, caring soul. Kind, gentle, caring. And here's how I know. And I said this last night, but I have to say it again. I said, Dr. Silkman, I wish I had listened to you years ago. He told me to have broth or cheese. And I was like, I can't. I can't. And then I said, I went carnivore and I feel so much better. He's like, well, your body's going to start healing, like from the inside out. Your teeth will be last, but they're going to heal. He said, your organs first. And then I said, I wish I had done it sooner. And he said, Dara, maybe you were supposed to be on this path so you could help other people. And I was like, oh, that is the most loving thing. Of course he said that. He wasn't like, yeah, I told you. He was like, it's okay. So our path, that's why I'm not mad. I'm not mad about anything I did and the beauty with the vegetables. Look, I was clean. I didn't go into menopause until like 54 or 56. Something old. I was old. I was old. It was a couple years ago. And I don't have gray hair and pretty happy and healthy, So everything I did was okay, but the level to which I'm at now, I mean, I was just starting to get puffy and heavy and it's all changed. Thank you to Angel Terry. Let's draw a picture of Angel Terry. So that's I think I might need my glasses. Hello. Hello, everybody. This is a new setup. This is brand new and I worked my fanny off to get it and I'm so excited. Oh, thank you. I knew Jessica. The airplane was people who traveled to see the dentist. Thank you. I was like, why does Dr. Silkman have an airplane and smiles? Wait, we got to make the smile red lips so we can see it. And we can just play, you guys, like crayons. I mean, crayons aren't going to be as smooth as these Neo Color 2s by Karen Dash, but they work. They work. It all works. These days, back in the day, you had to buy like nice art supplies or really bad art supplies. Now they have knockoffs of the nice art supplies that are perfectly acceptable. Terry, I don't have a sip. Hold on. You know you're onto something when you can't wait to get out of bed. I was like, I wonder if this is going to work in the morning. Because I got it all figured out, meaning picture in picture. I got it all figured out last night. And at 11 o'clock, I went live because I was like, I can't go to bed. I have to see if it works. I was so close after hours and hours of tech stuff. And then this morning, I was like, I got to see if it's working this morning. Like, how do I set it up? Can I redo it? And I got it. Hi, Dara. Impressed by your determination and accomplishment in creating this great set. Thank you. I was so proud of myself. Oh, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's a perseverance. Like when you just have to say, I know I can do it. And if you want something bad enough, you're going to do it. I needed to be able to do this. I wanted to share this stuff with you. Angel Terry, she's soft lilac. I like to draw a picture of us together. She's such a bright woman. So Terry runs So Happy to Learn at Mrs. Brown's house. She's definitely got wings. And she teaches what she calls unique learners. So if you know anybody who has unique learning, Down syndrome, autism, I don't know, they're just lovely people. I've met the students and she's a legend. She's been doing this for 50 years and I have chills now. She said to me, and this is after I became friends with her from YouTube, then we Instagram, then we messaged. I don't know, somehow I think Herbie did it, made us come together, and there's a story about that. It was magical, but basically, Terry, what was I saying? She's got lots of big. She's okay. So she has been seeing students at her beautiful home. I've been there. And it's so loving. And she does happy sheets. And I did the happy sheets. And I was like, it asks you questions. It's kind of like doing this, but if it had a prompt, like, what um, inspires you? Or what was, I don't even know. I like to think about these prompts. I have to ask her to get, I need to look at the happy sheets and I'll share. But basically, she engages the children and they do art, the students, and it's loving and kind, and she gets them to read and write. And she has an online program that people can join, and she's interested in every one of her students, and she's so helpful and so knowledgeable. But basically, what gave me what I realized was, she said, I love what I do. I want to do it till the day I leave this planet, something like that. I want to do this till the day I'm not here. Like, I will always do this. And I was like, how many people do you know that can say, I want to do this until I'm not here? I want to do this. I want to do art until I'm not here. I want to communicate with you guys until I'm not here. I'm doing what I love. And when you find somebody like Dr. Silkman, like Terry, like Margaret, they do what they love, you can feel it. It's not just a job. It's not ego. They're not doing it for ego. They're doing it out of love. Love. Okay? And from this page, I will remember this moment, hanging out with you guys, the gratitude that I feel. My daughter's coming. She wants to come. She just had a couple weeks with her dad, and she's been very busy. And I was like, honey, if you're tired, please just come a couple of days later. And she's like, no, Mom, I want to see you. I want to be there with you. Thanksgiving is our holiday. When it was my mom's. She was the best at it. And let's put some students here. They're happy students. My mom did Thanksgiving like nobody else. It was just so much fun, all in the kitchen, and we're cooking and we are playing and we're laughing. And Jada just remembers my mom was the best, and she remembers Thanksgiving. Anyway, when I got separated from her dad, my mom's like, give him whatever he wants, but we get Thanksgiving. So it's my holiday. But to me, if I celebrated Thanksgiving with her 2 days later, we'd still be together and celebrating. So her health is my priority, her wellness. It always has been. Oh, they gotta have smiley faces. Their hands are in the air. They're dancing. They're dancing at Mrs. Brown's house. There's lots of art supplies. I'll draw a palette. And there's a whole lot of love. And that's what's going on. So this is a coloring page. And we can color it in. You guys get the idea, right? Sometimes I see your drawings and think maybe one day you'll make an illustrated graphic novel Dara memoir. Well, that is so intuitive of you, Jessica, because yes. I've always wanted to write a memoir. I've always wanted to. That was the workshop I took with Natalie Goldberg. She's the queen of memoir. She's a writer for writers, writing down the bones. I have all her books, but you just hit it on the head, because I think that was genius, because that bores me. Even though that looks kind of cool, I don't want to read it. But if I see this and then I see some words with this, I'm like, yeah, that grabs me. This doesn't grab me. That's like, meh. Hold me, don't hold me down. There's a song by the Teskey Brothers. I'm not going to sing. Hold me, don't hold me down. I like to write like quotes of songs that just pop into my head, but this is all okay. It's writing. There's pictures, and Jessica, we have to talk about that. This is a piece of redwood. I was on the Avenue of the Giants in California. Massive redwoods, massive. And on the forest floor, which was green. There was one piece of redwood and it looked bright red to me. And that brings me right back. And the mushrooms I saw, no more stress, scary pictures. I don't know. Zooming. Yeah, the writing doesn't do it for me. But when I have color on them, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I think, and the way I draw, it's funny, in my journals is very graphic novelty. It's like my style, and I can do it on paper, and I'm starting to try and do it on bigger canvases because that's what I do is those like images that aren't really super realistic, but they signify who and what is going on. And I think that is my style. I think our style is in us. I think it just needs to be, you just need to keep going. And I spent years making food, not doing my art. And now I'm back and I'm going to see what comes out. I think that's really genius. A graphic novel memoir. I like it. I like it a lot. There's humor to, there's a lightness when I draw people, even if somebody like when I started art journaling, what I call art journaling, some people are like collaging and doing, I don't know, ticket stubs and things. But my art journaling is expressing what's going on inside of me, whether it has to do with me or other people in me. And when I was 17, I did my first little like drawing of someone who pissed me off and it made my friends giggle. So there's a lightness to it, which is very Gemini midheaven. I met Kim Krantz. Have I seen some of her books? I didn't know she had books. I would. She does the pen and ink. She does animal drawings. She does the oracle decks, right? Yeah, I met her in Venice. She was doing a little display of her books at this like wine place on Rose Avenue, and it'd be fun to reach out to her, but actually see her work too. I love being inspired by other people. I want to give shout outs to some artists I follow, and when you see someone doing something, and it makes it possible for you, that's the idea, right? You now know that it's possible to take a cheap decomposition book and just scribble and draw, and it doesn't matter if it looks like anyone, and you get to do this. So I'm inspiring you to do this. And there's some artists that have inspired me with certain art supplies or their style of video. There's this woman, Monkey Mintonka, and she does this really cute, she just always making videos and they're so nice. And I was like, oh, she did picture in picture. And then Melissa Martin, who has this, I just got chills. Melissa Martin has an art hang party, and I joined every Thursday. And you guys can join her. It's only like $7 a month, something like that. And she did the picture in picture thing, and I was like, oh, these ladies gave me an idea. So I got inspired. So the idea is to inspire each other, and then also celebrate the people who inspire you. There's Helen Cryer on YouTube. Lovely, calm unboxing. Like everybody's got their own style. And there's Leslie Strose, STR, and I say Leslie. I think she pronounces it Leslie, not Leslie. Leslie, and she is the queen of miniature. I got Go Draw palettes because of her. These teeny little watercolor palettes. The amount of art supplies I have in here is mind-boggling. We're going to go through all of them. Just for fun. You don't have to get all of them, but just fun. Leslie is a lovely human. There's more I will share, but they're inspiring. And that's the idea, is we inspire each other and life gets lighter and better. She has children's books and memoir stuff. Kim Krantz. Oh my God, I met her years ago. She's been busy. That's very inspiring. I will check it out. That just gave me chills. Children's books and memoir stuff. I'm interested. She's an artist and she's intentional and lovely. Lovely human. I met her in person. Okay. So, is there anything you want to see and hear? I don't know what time it is. I have to get ready for, I have time. Is there anything you want me to play with or show you? Any supplies? Are these even? These aren't even the glasses that help me see. So funny. I have to get the right glasses. I have glasses. I have glasses that help me see here, and then I can also see there. Who? What do you have? Which one do you have? I have her animal deck. Her it's the wild unknown oracle deck. Oh, we are going to talk about the doobie decks when I. We can't pick a card. Let's pick a card. We can't order them yet, really, because I have to get ready for shipping. Hold on. It's a whole new day. It's a whole new format. I asked my daughter if she'll film me. I want to show you the drawers and the studio. Maybe we'll do that. She'll film me doing a tour. Okay, this is the Doobie Universe Oracle deck that I designed. Wonderland Publishing, Anna Frolic helps you make a deck if you want to make a deck. And we had a mishap with the distribution company who decided to charge $5,000 a month to store them. So I got them all sent to me. So I have to ship them, or I get to ship them. And the really cool thing is maybe the first 100, because I have like 1,000 decks, will come with a note and a little art card from me, a little doobie card. I'm going to put doobies on here. So, but they're not ready yet, so stay tuned. But there are little sweet messengers from nature. They're characters I developed in 1998. And, ooh, we got Queen Reishi today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can do this. This is the first time I've ever been able to show something like that. Let's see. Nope, that way. Okay. Okay, so Queen Reishi, she's the queen, right? David Wolf said that Chaga is the king, Reishi's the queen. Spirit, mushroom. Think about mushrooms. Maybe somebody needs to microdose. Maybe somebody needs to tap into spirit. Relaxation. It helps you actually with relaxation and sleep and immune support and stamina. But it doesn't only mean to take the reishi mushroom. It could be that you need to draw some mushrooms, commune with the idea of mycelium and that we're all connected. I have this feeling that when we take a little bit of mushroom, whether it's baby microdosing, which I don't do, I could, but or it's some reishi in your, I might sprinkle some reishi in my hot drink next. And I feel that like the mycelium connects underneath the ground, right? All the trees and it's all connected. I feel like when we take mushroom, we're more connected. We're more connected to the earth and we're more connected to other people who have also had a little bit of Chinese tonic herbs, mushrooms, or actual mushrooms. So consider the magic of mushrooms. They lift us. Um, you have several of her tarot and oracles. Love those too. Her last album. Listen to it. She has an album? Are you talking about Kim Krantz? Wow, she's been prolific. That's amazing. Dynamic like yourself. Yeah, I don't know what happened, why we just didn't. I think I was busy at the time and we didn't get together. That's amazing. I would love to see her again. And definitely I'm going to look into her things. Her album. Wow. So she's done Oracle decks, children's books, albums. She's a creator. She's a creator, and it's so inspiring. The idea, you guys, is we're supposed to inspire each other. Thank you for telling me all that because I really want to look into what she's up to. How beautiful. Ooh, that just gave me chills. They're multiplying. I keep my, this is how I keep, I got this from my mom after she passed. I got it back, and it's just this weird, I love little weird Japanese figure things, and they'd fit so nicely in here. I also want to tell you, did you guys know what a frog is? You know the thing they use at the bottom, florists use at the bottom of flower arrangements? They are perfect. I think I want to get it. Hold on. I think I know where it is. I want to show you something. can't believe I knew where it was. I knew exactly where it was. My goal is to know where every single thing is. So this is a frog, pointy little thing, and they put them at the bottom of I'll get better at this. This is all new. They put them at the bottom of a vase so that the flowers have their place and aren't just flopping. And I don't know if I explained that well, but that's what that is. My mom taught me what that was. She used to do fresh flowers, dried flowers, silk flowers, art, crazy things. And I wanted to try if this is going to work because these doobies they're here to inspire you. Like if you need perseverance, find the honeysuckle card, because she's tenacious and she grabs on and she helps you to get grabbed by whatever you're doing, like I was setting up this situation. That's the energy of honeysuckle. And what if you need to be reminded of that energy, but you have the card just lying here? What if you want it in your face? Oh, it's perfect. You can find frogs I wanted to tell my friend Michelle this. She commented, you're so persevering. It's so Capricorn. I'm like, I am, but you can also embody honeysuckle energy. And when she said, oh, I'll put it here, I'll put it there. And I was like, it needs to stand straight up. And I thought of the word frog. I was like, I don't know if she knows what a frog is. I needed to show you guys because this is a great way to have the energy you need for the day. Whether it's Kim's cards or mine, whatever it is, you can have it standing up right there on your desk, in your face, in your car. You could put some museum putty at the bottom or ticky tack or whatever it is. On my dashboard, I have inspirational little things. So this is how I could put one of the cards. Orange Gina's. Okay. Orange Gina's about positivity. Yes. Sunshine, vitamin C, deservingness. It's a huge one. Like, you can't get it if you don't feel you deserve it. You get what you think you deserve. I think I'm going to end on that note. Simplicity. Add some of each to your day. All right. We did the positivity thing. We shouted out beautiful angel people. I hope I've inspired you to tell the people who've changed your life that they have in fact changed your life and that you're so glad that they are in it, because it's just so important to fill someone's heart, expansiveness. So I'm going to see you guys really soon. I'm going to do a little bit of coloring for Angel Terry. We're very similar in stature, in mood. We have a lot of similarities, Terry and I. It's ridiculous. I'm like, me too, me too. You do that, me too. Pink cheeks. She's got blue and silver multicolor wings. So today for Mercury Day, this is a perfect message for Mercury Day, is tell people who are important to you that they're important to you and why. Write them a note, send them a text, make a phone call, say it in person. It doesn't matter. I need silver. I want to use my tempera. I need silver and gold. These are Shuttle Arts tempera sticks, and they are so fun. They are like kids. So why? Like, don't just say you're great. Tell them why. Give them some words. I always say, like, if I need compliments, give me some words. I need to hear some nice words. It fills your heart. It's like fills up the balloon of your heart with like this lovely feeling. When you guys say nice things to me, it like fills my heart. She's blue and pink. Soft colors. You guys get the idea, right? You get what I'm putting down? I can't believe I'm doing this. I really work so hard. But but it was good. It was like mental mind. These are, did I show you properly? This is the Tempera Shuttle Arts Tempera stick. These are water soluble and they're just like mushy. They're like lipsticks. And we have these Stabilo Woodies, which are supposedly for kids. Stabilo Woodies, but these are for kids, but they're, because they don't break, they're crayons that don't break, but they're also water soluble, and artists use them because they're big and fun and like make your marks less tight. Some mornings I do teeny tiny drawings, and sometimes I do bigger, kind of more expressive. It really depends. So you get the idea. Make your own coloring page. You could do it. Green for growth and healing. You want to, I think my whole thing all these years has been, I want everybody to be eating what makes them feel good, doing what makes them happy. The world is going to be so much better when everybody's doing what they're here to do. It fulfills their soul, their legacy, their joy. It makes such a difference. Like when you're just, it doesn't matter what it is, but when you're doing what moves you, people feel it. And that energy can change the world. And mind anything that takes you out of your peace and alignment and good vibes, right? Because then you can't do what you're here to do. If somebody's sucking the life out of you, you can't do what you came here to do. If it's stopping you from helping other people or doing what you do, then consider letting it or them go. Does that make sense? It does make sense. If something food-wise is stopping you from being your best self, you gotta let it go. If a person is detracting from your ability to contribute, they gotta go. It's very simple. For now. It doesn't have to be forever, but for now, everybody can come back when they're behaving well and it's aligned. Sometimes it's just not aligned. Okay, we got the happy students, we got some colors. I might take some water to this page. I know I have to go. I have other stuff to do, but you guys, this is so much fun for me that I don't want to stop. You want to do the thing that gives you energy, and this gives me energy. I like made my hot drink really quickly and I ran over to see if this is gonna work, and it did. And like, oh, I have chills. This is so fun. I think I'm getting chills lately when I'm sharing, and that's obviously what I'm supposed to be doing, is celebrating the people who've changed my life and who contribute. That's what I feel like doing. There's something to chills. Like it's like your soul going, yep, you're on the right track. It took 2 minutes. I was like, oh, is that going to be weird to go back to Margaret and tell her this? But no, it's not. It actually helped her feel better about what she's doing. Confirmation. And not everybody's verbal, and not everybody feels or like they can share and tell somebody. They don't think to tell someone, but honestly, you guys, it's generosity of spirit to be able to say something nice to a stranger or somebody you kind of know. Is it vulnerability? People don't want to be rejected. Why aren't people able to say the things? Why aren't people able to say them? I don't know. Okay, this is so fun. It's just coloring. Give her some bigger smile. It's Terry. And there has to be a little house to represent her house, which is so charming. It's like shabby chic meets love. I'm so glad you're back on YouTube and I'm not on IG. Your playful wisdom is well received. That's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, it's playful wisdom. You guys are really intuitive. I remember when my ex-boyfriend Patrick said, "I don't know how you do it, but you're like a little kid, but the wisest woman I've ever met at the same time." And you just said it with two words, playful wisdom. Thank you. I'm glad I'm back on YouTube too. Instagram is bugging me. I'll do it, but I don't know. This is home. It's home, you guys. This is where we started. It's more intentional actually because Instagram, everything pops up in your face, and YouTube, things pop up, but you really have to look for, you can search who you want. Like, and it's like people have to find you. They're looking for you. They're not, it's just not like a free for all really. And I like that. You guys get the picture. We need some pink in here for love, soft, fuzzy feelings. How is my sound? The whole purpose is for me to help you create. This will definitely help me create drive to create, just having timing constrictions. So glad you are doing this. So thankful. I'm so glad. I got possessed by it. I was like, I have to do it. And I was like, what? Are you doing that? And I was like, yes, you are. Like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, I have to do this. I have to share art. I think that it's the next level. There's a woman, Amy McPhee, who is mad about it. She's like, we need your art, and we need your art. You need your art. You need to play like a little kid and just express yourself. Oh, I have chills. There's something about what she's doing that just moves me also. And I'm more of like, well, what art and what supplies are you going to use and how are you going to do it? I'm like the how-to girl. It's in my human design. Another shout out to Jenna Zoe, brilliant human design expert, just expert on advancing humans forward. Very Aquarian, but she told me I'm like a how-to, like I need to know how to do it. So what's your style? What medium are you going to use? What paper are you going to use? How are you going to do it? Are you going to go big? Are you going to go small? Are you going to use color pencils? Or are you going to use big fat markers? I have them all so we can. I was like, there must be a reason that I've collected all of these art supplies. Yeah, it's to show you guys what's possible and see which jazzes you so you can try one or more. I agree with you. Misbehaving, that's so cute. I agree with you about expressing appreciation is generosity. It seems some people are stingy with words as if it will cost them to say something nice. Exactly. Like, why? It feels stingy to me. It feels so generous to just say, I like your shoes, or wow, you look really sparkly today, or what you just said just moved me, or I don't know, Margaret's just the perfect example. She needed it. I could feel her, she had like a morning, this place was bought out by Hilton, and she as a yoga teacher has to take codes of conduct every year, code of conduct. And it's like, she doesn't need that. And it was probably just a corporate morning that she had that rattled her. And when I said like, your yoga classes are changing my life, when I told her the first or second class, I was like, I haven't done yoga in years. I can't even tell you. Wow. And she said, I can't, it doesn't look like it. You look like you're good. And it's just so nice to have these interactions. And when someone, what happens with them though, is that they're constricting. If you constrict your generosity, you're constricted. How can you receive? And I'm not talking just words, although generosity of spirit is words. It's not money. But like, if you want to receive love, if you want to receive anything, you have to be able to not be restricted. You can't be contracted. So let's talk about this more anytime you guys want to talk about this. But that was really well put, misbehaving. I gotta say it again. It seems some people are stingy with words as if it will cost them to say something nice. What does it cost them? Where does that come from? Because I don't have it. My mom was extremely generous with her praise and her words, and I love that, and you're doing so good. And she would also like critique something like that stuffing needs more pepper, or she would always say, take it to the next level, like take it better, make it better. She's like, we make things better, Dara. We make things prettier. That's just what we do. Like, she was always like, she'd give helpful criticism, but she was always very strong in her praise and encouragement. So I grew up like that. I want to know if anybody knows why that happens to a person, why they can't do it. Maybe they did it when they were little and they got shut down, or I don't know. Look, they call the love languages, they're different love languages. Mine is clearly words of appreciation. And some people have quality time, and words feel shallow to them, or not that important. But to me, it's like food. It's like watering a flower. I call quality time eyeball to eyeball connection. It's that in-person connection, not being distracted. We have so much to talk about, you guys. All right, here's my tribute to Terry Payne. This woman saved my life. Carnivore, all the supplements, the essential oils, this happened because of her, because she told me to get Chat GPT, and I was like, maybe it can teach me how to blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, it was like having an assistant. It was like having an assistant in my house at any time I wanted to talk at 11 o'clock at night. All right. Good. See, technology can be used for good, you guys. And I intend for us all to be creating. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Copy something, trace something. I don't care. You got this down. Words are either life-giving or life-draining, in my opinion. You don't have it either. Complimenting comes natural to me. I witness and observe and feel a need to express and affirm. That's beautiful. Well, I guess everybody's different, and hopefully this inspires some beautiful words to come out of our mouths and beautiful colors to come out of our crayons. I have to hang up because there's stuff I have to do, like make food for the day. I have a big day ahead of me. Vanny B has been in the doctor's for her window, and they fixed it. No, they didn't fix it. It's kind of shocking. It's shocking what happened, and the way I deal with it is also great. But it was like, does it matter? Should I tell you? I'm just nice to the guy who's handling the van, and he works at Blue Compass RV, and we have a really nice rapport. But basically, the van window went off its hinge, and I went to shut it, and it cracked. And this was fixed a year and a half ago by the same place, and they were going to charge me a lot of money this time to fix it. And I was like, okay, fine. Warranty didn't cover it. And Winnebago, I felt like kind of helpless. But basically, the window comes in, and he called me. He's like, I don't like giving people bad news. And I'm like, what? The window came in wrong. And I'm like, okay, delay. And he's like, no, Winnebago has no windows. Neither does the manufacturer. And I was like, what? So they sealed it shut. It's the window on the sliding door. And I'm going to pick up the van with its window sealed shut. It's not going to be opening. So it's not fully fixed, but I do get to get the van. And I got Starlink put on top of the van because when I'm traveling alone, to not have Wi-Fi just doesn't feel right. Anyway, I have to drive to get Vanny B. No, I have to go to Enterprise, return the rental car, get driven to the RV place, get a lesson, figure out the Starlink, and then I get to go get my daughter. So it's a big travel day today. It can feel vulnerable, Jessica. It can feel vulnerable. That's what it is. Vulnerability. We need to listen to Brene Brown. And often it can feel vulnerable to share. And often we're trained not to call out differences or say what we notice. Huh. Especially not knowing how others will take our words. That's very beautiful. Thank you for that explanation because some way they're constricted, vulnerability or fear of how it will be taken or rejection or something like that. Oh, you're so welcome for today. This was a delight. Like, this is going to be happening all the time because it's just, it prompts creativity for me and hopefully for you. And we get to connect, and I'm doing something I love, like just play. And we get to talk about other things. This is just the vehicle for everything else. Good. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I am so beyond excited. This is a whole new trajectory that I was waiting to be grabbed by something, and I've been grabbed. I had a whole long period where I was like, what am I going to be doing? Someone was like, did you retire? I'm like, what? No, I don't retire. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. And this is going to be it. Big paintings, little paintings, all the things, the creativity. Hi. Yeah, thanks for being here today, Dara. It's been real and fun. Yeah, we want real and fun. We're keeping it, we used to be keeping it raw, keeping it real. We're going to make it keeping it fun, keeping it real. Well, comment below after I'm done. Let me know. I'm going to do watercolor pencils soon. I'm just shout out let me know in the comments what art supplies you do have, if any. Maybe they're just markers or whatever you have, and I'll work with them and give you some ideas. We're going to do some ideas, not in my composition book. We're going to do in other books and other papers. So happy day, you guys. And I'm going to see you so super soon because it's all set up. I have improvements coming. The camera, the overhead camera is going to be a little lower so we can, or it'll be adjustable so I can zoom it on down so we can see more detailed, because sometimes I work teeny tiny, like miniature. I work this big, that big. And I also will do like spray paint and big markers. So I'll be figuring out how to share all the things, because sometimes we want to go big and bold, and sometimes we just need to rein it in and just micro minutia it. I'll see you guys really soon. Happy day. Happy Mercury Day.